Good morning, guys. This is your friendly neighborhood Rabbit Nut coming from Loads Mobile in K413, and once again reporting on the breaking story of the Cheater Pumpkin Eater. So this is QSO Momo, whatever the hell his name is. He is in the FKO Alliance, which is a Chinese piece of poop that has, cheated his way to the top. So as you can see, he's 179 million. He actually has 19 bots. And here's the funny thing. So I created this guild for my alliance to put my hyper in, that I built legitimately and collect resources from legitimately. And so I made this guild and I made it open because, I didn't figure anybody joining it, outside of my own alliance. Who would have thought? So in the process, the Chinese cheater joined my hyper alliance. Hilarious, right? And so, as you can see, I kicked Momo as soon as I realized he was using my guild, which is open, for his bots. So let's take a look at what's going on. And I kicked him out, and he joined back, and I want to kick him out, once he starts doing his thing again. But I just thought I'd kind of show. Look at this. Oh, let's scroll. These are all his bots. He has 19 bots. And this is good old QSO Momo, or whatever his name is, who is actually from FKO, which I actually reported in a video before. And so this is what's going on. So let's take a look at all the little booty bots. These are all his little bots. They basically are basic bots. And they are auto-gathering tons and tons of resources for this little cheater. Let's take a look at these bots. Can kind of see the information we can get here. So look at this. This one player has gathered 429 million resources and sent, it looks like, the large majority of all those resources to one person. Guess who it was? Let's go and look at some more. Here we got one. He's collected 338 million resources. And he has sent it to this little turd here. So, IGG, it really, I've reported this through YouTube. We've sent tons of screenshots and support messages to your live support, and yet nothing happens. See, it's behavior like this that game developers contribute to their own problem. So when you've got one cheater, or two cheaters, or maybe 20 cheaters who cheat and, gather exuberant amount of resources, and then they grow to, to the point where a kingdom can't control them, and so that the kingdom becomes owned by the Chinese. And so when this happens, one or two things happens. Either the zone, does its best to fight back, but eventually fails, or you contribute to the problem, and the people who at one point were playing legitimately are now contemplating playing by Momo's rules. So this is what happens when you don't take responsibility for your alliances, for your guilds, for your zones, for your, kingdoms. This is what happens. You contribute to the problem that you ignore. Look at this. All these bots just gathering up a storm for one individual player to to cheat the system. Look at this. It's terrible. It's extremely terrible. What is K1413 going to do? Are we going to play legitimate and just, die on our knees? Or some people are just going to get fed up and, be a cheater too. When you can tell that the kingdom doesn't, when developers, IGG, doesn't care what the players do to play unfairly. I kicked him out of the alliance, which stopped his feeding frenzy, because I'm the leader of this guild, which I never expected anybody to use it in this manner. As you can see, it's open. I didn't think anything of anybody, using my guild in this manner. IGG, what are you going to do? Are you going to take care of this problem? Look at this. This is one player collecting millions and millions of resources. I'm sure you can look it up. You can look on his account and see what he's got. And then you see all these accounts that constantly send him resources. I've showed you. I've made it very clear. So if you don't want to do anything about this, that's fine. Then just send us a message and say, hey, we really don't care. Go forth and cheat. Or you take care of the problem and you show the zones and kingdoms that you're going to play fair with all of us. You're going to let us all cheat, or are you going to, make an example of this gentleman and, clean house. Just clean house. We are fighting so hard within this kingdom to play legitimately, to play fairly, to play within our means. We're gathering resources by burning people and buying packs and stuff from your store. So IGG, take care of your shit. You made this baby. Now feed it, wipe its ass, and wake up and rock it when it fucking wakes up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. I'm calling you out, IGG. I'm calling you out. Take care of your shit. Take care of this cheater. Make an example of him so that others in this kingdom and every other kingdom coming before and in the future knows that you don't allow this, and that, when you've got one player or one guild who uses this manner in which to cheat the system, you're contributing to a problem that's going to expand. This one guy, he gets away with it. He's reported by the whole kingdom and nothing happens to him, right? Right. No big deal. It's just one guy. But when this happens and it's let go, it's a festering. It's a festering thing. It's going to fester. And more people are going to cheat. People that would, legitimately just play and, seek out, players to burn and steal the resources, which is, it's a war game. Or you can just keep a blind eye and let this go to shit. Alright, guys. This is your friendly neighborhood Rabbit Nut coming from Lords Mobile, a.k.a. IGG. Be different than all the other mobile games. Alright? Be different. Alright, guys. This is obviously this is Rabbit Nut from K413. And you know what I'm going to say, so peace out.